All right, everybody, welcome to the call today. Scott Pierce. We're going to be going over a couple of really good funnels. One's going to be a seller lead gen funnel, the 100-point home marketing plan to get your home sold. The other one is new construction, and both so phenomenal. So we got a lot to cover today. I am recording this. We will make this available. Oh, wow. Just a client pinged me here. They did a coaching group, and listing leads was pretty popular. I love it. Levi Elastic. Awesome. Cool. Anyway, we're going to be covering the 100-point home marketing plan again and new construction. So for the 100-point home marketing plan, if you're not aware of it, you're going to be blown away. So I'm going to click on listings, and you're going to see a tab here called listing presentation. And this whole column we're going to go through. There's a lot here, so try not to get overwhelmed. But what we got here in the top is there's a landing page, there's a flip book, a pre-listing packet, and then the property marketing plan. So let's just focus on these four things first. The landing page, if I click review, you could even actually embed this at your website. So this landing page, people can click and they can literally download your 26-page marketing plan. And let me show you what it looks like. So property marketing plan, download. So this is what they will download when they fill out that landing page. Now this is your kind of default listing presentation. This is like the marketing plan. And I tell you, man, people use this and they pretty much get every listing they go on. Now, the cool thing is you can actually create these for specific listings. So when you got a listing presentation, you can create these so that everything is of that home. You can literally upload a photo of the home you're going to have a listing presentation for, and every image in this will be of their home. And they can literally scan the QR code and they'll come up with their single property website and everything. But this one here is a general one. And we'll come back to this a little bit later, but that's what people will download when they fill out this landing page. So again, there's the landing page right here. You can change the image and video that's on it. If you wanted to put a video into place of that image, you could. There is a checklist. And if you see the checklist here, these are all the marketing items that we can do for this. And copy embed code. So you could actually take this landing page and embed it at your website. So can you imagine taking this landing page and offering your 100-point home marketing plan right at your website? Absolutely phenomenal. Now we're going to come back to this landing page because this landing page is what's linked to from the other marketing tools. So for now, you don't really need to worry about the landing page too much. Next up here is the listing presentation flipbook. Again, you can create these for specific listings and even expires and FSBOs. So you can, let me see here one second. For some reason, my browser, there we go. So you can see here that I can click through this. Now this is just a flipbook version of the PDF that we saw. So just a different version. The 26-page PDF that we just downloaded from the landing page, that version is available as well, but it's hard to send that via email. So this is a great little thing here. We got a pre-listing pack. And so if I download, this is a 4-page version. And this is something that, member not found. What is that all about? Let's try that again. Here we go. I'll come back to that a little bit later, but this is a 4-page version of the larger one that we just looked at. Next up, we got the property marketing plan. So again, this is the 26-pager that we literally just looked at from the landing page. So again, if I can download it again here. Now this right here, let me show you something. We've got other videos, but I just found this one on TikTok here. I will take everything that we're going to look at here, and I've got actually a better folder. And so I put this 26-page presentation. And I'm telling you, when people present this in a listing presentation, they pretty much get every listing presentation they go on. You can see it now. Real quick, let me stop. So right here, if I go back a little bit, so that's the end of the presentation. So let's come back into the listings to leads. So here we have so under property marketing plan, over here on the right, there's an introduction. Then we're letting you, because this is a suggested listing presentation structure. All right. Introduction, CMA, property marketing plan, which is this, the home selling process outline, which I'll show you, and the PDF guide, how to prepare your home for sale. So if I click on the introduction, this will allow me to create an introduction page for this. Now, if you don't do this, it won't show up. And you can see what it's going to look like here. So it'll be all your brand colors, everything is branded to you, all your colors, your logo. And then you'll do your CMA. So, Cloud CMA, whatever program you're using for that. Then we got the property marketing plan. Again, that's this right here. Home selling process outline. This is editable. And this is a great one page. And now, it's crazy for so many people. And I see these coaches and I see trainers and they're talking about going into a listing presentation and they're walking in and the marketing part of it is a one pager like this. So we've got that 26 pager and more. Man, I'm telling you, I've talked to so many people. I've never heard of anyone losing a listing presentation when they present this. And then lastly here, how to prepare your home for sale. I'm going to give you that TikTok link. So this PDF, we include this PDF, and all of this is optional. So don't feel like you have to do any of this. But what we have done here is, in conjunction in talking with other people and top agents, this is the list that we all agreed on. Like this right here would be a great starting point. You can download this, English or Spanish. And so when you put all of this together and you are in a listing presentation, now you're still going to know, this is not a training on how to do the listing presentation itself, right? So this is not a training on addressing the part, showing up on time, having everything in order, greeting them with a great handshake and a good introduction, doing a quick tour of the property. I'll tell you, one of the best books, The Agents at Jordan, Cohen. If you are not comfortable in doing a listing presentation, go get this book. Just save us all a lot of grief. Go get this book, and everything he says, I'm 100% behind it. I feel like I could have written this book with him in the sense of the marketing stuff, because the way he talks about marketing real estate and the listing presentation, you take this with what we're doing here at Listings to Leads, you're going to be unstoppable. I've got the audiobook for this and I've got the actual hard copy. Phenomenal book. So I really want to recommend that you get, look at that, $11. At least where I'm at, I can get that delivered tomorrow. So absolutely awesome. Can't recommend this book enough. Literally cannot recommend it enough. And that's what I did a little sidetrack to that, because as I was talking about the listing presentation itself, the entire thing, that book, I think is, and he's like, what, the number one agent in the world with RE/MAX? Just, he's the number one agent in the world. He's a single agent. He's a single agent with like one or two assistants. So he's not a big team. He's not spending $200 million on crazy stuff. He's got a very simple business. So I would highly recommend that book. Again, I can't recommend it enough. When you take that with what we're talking about right here, you're going to be absolutely unstoppable. But now the problem is, we got all this great stuff. Now what? How are we going to get this in front of people? My thought is, if I can get this in front of homeowners that are thinking about selling, just knowing the feedback from our clients on when they present a listing presentation, you are going to get more listings. So with all of this, now it's how do we get this in front of people? So we got Facebook ads, Google ads, social media post. So think Google business, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, X. We got a short form video script. So we want you to, you've really got to be doing the short form videos. Anyone on here not doing short form videos? Absolutely free way to just get you'll get better at doing video, and you'll kind of learn when you're new to doing video, your biggest problem is two things. One is content, right? What do I do? What do I say? We got you covered there. Every single day, we have another script for you. But the other problem is going to be you're just not comfortable doing it. You're not comfortable publishing it, whatever it's going to be. I promise you, by the time you do your 10th video, you're going to not be bothered by how you look and sound. You are going to be a lot more comfortable doing it. And you're going to start seeing like, holy crap, I'm getting views, right? I'm getting, maybe you start off with 30 views, 50 views, and you get to 100 and 200. Here, I'll show you something here. Let me bring this on another monitor and I'll bring it over for you. I'll give you a really good feel. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to bring up something in my other monitor, which I think will be very illustrative. Almost there. Let me just grab the channel.
Right now it's
and come over here. Perfect. I'm going to bring this over.
generating machine, then you're in the right place. I'm not only going to.
And give me a second here. We got something else. Boom. So what I want to show you is this. Hey, everyone, give me 1 second. Sorry about that, everybody. I apologize. So what I want to show you here is, so look, 1,000 views, 299, 1,000, 536, 433. You're going to bounce around a lot, like 106. One thing I'm noticing also is when you got your face, people just like it better. They want to see, or they want to see people. And so no matter how you think you look, no matter how you think you sound, you're only going to get better by doing it. You're going to get more comfortable doing it, and you're going to get better over time when you do it. And you're going to figure out, that didn't work, so let me try this, or that didn't work, or that did work, let me do a little bit more of that. So anyways, short form video scripts. For the script, and we're going to come back to all of these. I just want to introduce you real quickly here, but for these scripts, you can either take them as verbatim or just use them as inspiration. But I would be doing this I'd be doing this every couple of weeks. In fact, I might do this. Yeah, I might do this every couple of weeks. And then of course, every time I get a listing sold, we're going to walk through the e-flyer. So I'm going to walk through that. I'll actually show you how to do that in Follow Up Boss. We're going to call through our database, couple of different scripts there. And then we got print flyers and postcards and door hangers. So we got tools for social media. We got tools for our database, and we got tools for GeoFarm and circle prospecting. And somebody in the mastermind group the other day asked, she sent out a just sold nearby homeowner letter, and rightfully she was asking, well, what do I do after that? I don't want to just send out one thing. Right. We want to send out at least a couple of things to these homeowners. And so this would be a phenomenal thing, whether she does the print flyer or the postcard and door hanger. All right. And I'm actually going to show you how to upload this in the Mailbox Power with a dynamic QR code, so that no matter when somebody scans that QR code, you're going to know exactly right away who it was that scanned the QR code, even if they don't fill out the landing page. So let's go through this. And then that way we can get over to new construction, because I don't want to miss that one as well. So let's come back up to Facebook and Instagram ad. Now this one, notice we default to video views. The idea for this one here, and it says here, to continuously stay in front of seller leads and area homeowners with an offer for your 100-point home marketing plan. Run a Facebook and Instagram ad. I say $1 a day. You can do a couple of dollars a day, right? Just whatever. And create a custom audience to run the ad below. Now you could run this to just your location, right? To all Folsom, California, or wherever it is that you're from. Like normally when you do a listing, that's normally what you would do. And we, a lot of times we do lead ads. So right here, objective, we've got it to video views. If you have a custom audience, now if you don't worry about it, I got you covered as well. But the idea here is, right, staying in front of a list of homeowners. So for example, if you've got RedX or Mailbox Power, or not Mailbox Power, excuse me, My Plus Leads, RedX, Prospect Boss, where you can get a list of all the homeowners in your area and create a custom audience. Now we can actually run ads to that custom audience. If you're not sure about custom audiences and how they work, go ahead and get into the mastermind group. But then you can see here, I've also got a audience of my database. So I took my database, I uploaded it. In fact, you can see here, create audience. If you've got a database or your CSV file, create audience, and you can upload it right here. So I can upload my database. Let's say I've got Follow Up Boss. So I might say Follow Up Boss, seller leads, and I might just put April 2025 so that I know when I did it. So I can go to my CRM. Now, some CRMs, you might actually be able to create a custom audience through the CRM automatically. But if not, I would download all of my leads and then I would upload them either here. You can go to Facebook and do it, but it'd be easier to do it right here. And then I always label my custom audience, the source. So that might have been RedX, that might have been Wise Agent, or here, Follow Up Boss. All leads, buyer leads, seller leads, so I know what the audience is. And then I just put the date. I want to know, so, that way in 6 months from now, 9 months from now, I'll know where these came from. Or it could have been, for example, RedX homeowners likely to list Folsom, and again, April 2025. You'll click here, you'll upload your file. The file, we show you the file right here, the layout. First column, email, second column, phone number, third column, first name, fourth column, last name. Again, get with your CRM support for that. I'm sure they can help you quickly. And then once you got that file, just come in here, upload. And man, I've talked to a few people and it can take, I talked to one person, it was done like in an hour, which was absolutely crazy. Normally it can take anywhere from 2 to 7 days, but maybe Facebook has gotten quicker with that. Regardless, you can see here, daily budget, $1. We can change, all of this is editable. And if we click create ad, now notice it's going to default for 1 month. So we're going to do $1 a day for 1 month by default. It'll take a few seconds to process the video and send that off to Facebook. Now you can also run this as a lead ad. You could run it as a traffic. So you got a lot of different options. Give it a few seconds here. Again, the video is just processing and it's going to send that. And that way, a lot of people didn't even know that you could actually use video in listings to leads for your ads. You can't send video in a post. So, right down here, it's a social media post. It won't go through. You can't send video in a post, but you can do it in an ad. Just the way the API works. And I'll show you what the ad looks like on live. So let Facebook come up. So here we go. So here's the preview. If I click show ad, we can actually interact with it. Again, this is available for all your ads and listings to leads. So here we go. And cool video, awesome video. And people click learn more. Go to the landing page, view our marketing plan. And this is all editable as well. And again, here, in fact, let me show you. If I come here, if you wanted to, I could change objective to, for example, lead ads. And then I can either I can still use a custom audience, or I can just say Folsom, California, like a normal lifetime budget, $50 for 1 week. So if I change that to lead ads, everything just flips automatically. Again, all you got to do is put in the location, confirm everything else, and you're good to go. And you'll see there, it'll run it as the lead ad will run as a image by default, not a video, which I like. It's hard to explain, but you've got the lead ad going to your location. I like the image better for that one because these people have no clue who you are. Whereas the video to a custom audience, especially of our database where people may know us and may have seen our stuff more, they might be more likely to hang around and watch that video longer. So then we got Google ads, super expensive. All right. Again, Google, right? You're looking at $20 a day minimum, but they can be phenomenal leads because these are people that are literally searching Google for these kind of terms. And when your ad comes up and they click through it, this is super high intent. So these are super high intent people. I just don't like people going broke running Google ads. So if you got the budget for it, great. You may even want to put it up to $30 a day. Start and end date for 1 week by default. There's a lot of advanced options. So if you're a little bit more experienced with Google ads, you can come in here and mess around. If you're not, I recommend that you don't, because we get everything set up best practices. So if you're not sure of what you're doing, leave it alone, because you'll probably, I don't want to say you're going to mess it up, but more than likely what I see from experience, when people get in here and start editing things too much, they essentially just mess things up. Well, for whatever that's worth. But again, Google is such an easy, man. Great. If you got the budget for it, Google ads can be awesome for that one. Social media post. So we're going to want to get this on all our socials. This is absolutely free. There's no cost to this right here. So we can get this up on our socials. Like I said, X, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Google. And people will click through here. They'll go to the same landing page we saw earlier, where they can download your 26-page marketing plan. Again, here we got the short form video script. This is so easy to use. Here's what you do. Click send. Send the script to your phone. If you're logged in on your phone, then you're already here. And then use this video here, teleprompter app, how to use. If you click it, it'll take you to a video where I walk you through how to take that script, put it in a teleprompter app, how to record it, and then how to publish it. Super, super, super easy. And here's a fun thing for you. If you're really bad and you're brand new to doing short form video, accept it and enjoy it in like 3 or 4 to 6 months from now when you look back and you go, my God, I can't believe how, I don't want to say bad, but how much better I've gotten in the last 3, 4, 5, 6 months. Because I've done the same thing. I fought doing video for a long time, to be honest. I really just wasn't into it. But once I knew I had to do it, so I got into it. I started doing it. Was a little bit inconsistent with it just because my processes weren't down and I wasn't comfortable. But just the more I did it, the more I leaned into it, the more fun I'm having, the more views I'm getting, the quicker I'm getting with it. And I got a lot more ideas for other things that I can do. Next up. So yeah, again, get that video. And this is something that you can do you could literally reword this, right? Take this, what you might do is just take it and do it. And then every couple of weeks, take this, drop into ChatGPT, change it up just a little bit and ask ChatGPT or Grok to give me spin this a little bit just so it's a little bit fresh, so that every couple of weeks or every 3 or 4 weeks, you can just redo this video. Highly recommend that because it's free visibility and it's a great value offer for the homeowners in the area. So now we're going to go to our database. We want to get this to our database. And again, this is something I would probably send to my database every month or two. Every month or two, there are new people thinking about, right, the idea of getting ready to sell our home. We're thinking about selling our home every day, every week, every month. There's a new group of people going down that funnel. And so we don't want to just send this out once a year, right? I would send this out once every month or two. And we can send it through our own CRM, or we can send it through Listings to Leads, or even both. So for example, if I want to send it through Follow Up Boss or my own CRM, click copy code, go to your CRM, in this case, Follow Up Boss, you can see here, right? Follow Up Boss. And whatever CRM you're going to use, just navigate to your editor and click the button. There'll be a button called Source or HTML. So again, right here in Follow Up Boss is called Insert HTML. You'll just click it, put in the code, and there you go. So now I got a phenomenal email. When people click the email, it's automatically set up for you. So the email is going to go right to the landing page. And then here, that links to the home value, and then that links to the client review website. And in fact, I can show you. Let's give it a subject line, then we can look at the preview. So I'm going to say, get top dollar or your home with our 100 plus point home. And for any of you that are wondering, when you use the Listings to Leads marketing checklist with your listing at just listed, active, pending, and open house, and then specifically, especially if you do an open house, so that would be, imagine just listed, open house, active, pending, and just sold. When you market your listing at every one of those statuses, it's over 100 different marketing opportunities that you have. So yeah, that 100 point home marketing plan is a 100 plus home point marketing plan. So let's look at the preview. And that preview looks a little funny, but I'll send a test email. Sometimes their previews look a little bit odd, but click into the landing page. And down here, this is linking to my home value landing page. And then down here in the signature is linking to my client review website. And I got to do a video. I need to do a training on the client review website because these are awesome. So many people, look at that domain, scottpierce.amazingclientreviews.com, completely customizable. And so let's get this email to our database. And then what you're going to want to do, and let me just close a few of these down. After you send this out, I'm sorry, you can also send it through Listings to Leads. So I could click send now, and I can say, send it to all of my buyer leads. I'm going to click send, boom. And now all the buyer leads in my Listings to Leads account, so all those buyer leads I'm generating from Listings to Leads are going to now get that email. Obviously, the only thing you want to make sure is that you don't want to double up and send the same email to people in Listings to Leads, but also then you're going to resend it through Follow Up Boss. You want to try to avoid that as much as possible. But get that out, and then after you send it, maybe give it 5 or 10 minutes, and then call through your database. All right, call 5 to 10 people. Right, I'm not sure how many conversations your goal is to have every day, but when you send out an email and then you follow it up with a phone call like this, you're going to increase the number of people you're talking to. You just are. In fact, what you're also doing is you're increasing your odds of having more conversations. And so let me just play it this way with you. Let's just say you started calling leads in your database, homeowner leads in this case, and you got your script, whatever it's going to be. Okay, great. But you're calling them cold. There's no context. There's no setup. You're just calling them cold versus you send this email to them first. You wait a little bit and then you call. What happens then is the people that are actually thinking about selling, that are resonating with the message here, when you call, it's almost going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe you just called. We're thinking about selling our home. Now, it's not going to make the people that aren't thinking about selling all of a sudden go, oh my God, Scott, thank you for calling. I'm going to list my home with you. Like, that's not going to happen. But what can and what will happen is more of those people that actually are thinking about selling, they get the email, it triggers in their head, oh, we're thinking about selling. Maybe they don't click the email. Maybe they do. Who cares? That's not the concern at this point. The concern is you being proactive, you being a professional salesperson, i.e. real estate salesperson. That's our title. Calling them up. Because again, then the ones that are already starting to think, we don't want them to go to somebody else. We want them to come to us. And so we set it up with the email first. We then call with the script. I'm going to recommend that you try to call. I would try to call either as many people as I can to where I get 3 or 4 good conversations. And in fact, if you're really into it, I would keep calling until I hit 1 or 2 listing appointments. Just start calling through the homeowner leads. And if you need to, get into My Plus Leads or RedX. You can get a list of homeowners that are likely to list. You can get a list of expireds and FSBOs that you can target with listings to leads. But regardless, call through your database. Another version of a script right here. This is more, we got cold calling. I don't know if you want to do cold calling, but that's why I like the database better. Next up, we're going to talk about our GeoFarm and circle prospecting. So we got print flyers, which are awesome. In fact, I just went door knocking with a client the other day. She had an open house and I went door knocking with her and it was actually a lot of fun. She talked to probably 4, 5, 6 people. It was a weird time. We went at 11 a.m. on a Wednesday. So it was like last week. Yeah, last Wednesday. She just said that's just her schedule. She didn't have time to do it in the evening like I would normally do. But she still talked to 5 or 6 people and her client base is a little bit older. And so it was perfect because older people are home during the day more. And regardless, my point here is this would be an awesome thing to door knock with. And again, especially if you recently sold a property in the area, wow, I would 1000% go door knocking or door hanger postcard. Because think about that. Hey, my name is Scott Pierce and we just sold 121 Tomlinson Drive right around the corner. And our 100-point home marketing plan got the property sold in 45 days at the asking price, which was really great in this market. And it's just a great conversation. And by taking that print flyer and walking around, you're going to put yourself face to face with more people. One of the things that we saw was probably half the people we talked to answered the door. And the other half were people that were walking kind of like, actually, it's almost like in thirds. So a third answered the door that she talked to. A third were coming in or out of their house. So they might be in the garage or doing yard work. And the other third were people out walking. And you could tell they live in the neighborhood just by the way that they're walking and everything. And you'd make eye contact and, oh, do you live around here? Yeah. Hand them the nearby homeowner letter for the open house. And same thing with this. So there's a door hanger. There's a postcard. Notice we got 5.5 by 4.5, 8.5 by 5.5, EDDM, almost like a flyer. And I'm going to show you real quick. I still want to get to new construction. Jumbo postcard. Now you can print and mail through listings to leads, but what I like about Mailbox Power is their dynamic QR code. The best thing to do is to get this out. The second best thing to do would be to include the dynamic QR code. So don't not send these out because you don't use a dynamic QR code with Mailbox Power. But if you've got Mailbox Power or another service that does this, it's really cool. So check this out. I can download PDF or JPEG. For Mailbox Power, they take JPEG. So Mailbox Power. And let's see, I downloaded it a minute ago. Let's see here, download one more time. I've already downloaded it. So let's go to Mailbox Power. And you can see here, I just downloaded a little bit ago, but I'm going to get out of here. We're going to start from scratch. And so I can show you from the dashboard of Mailbox Power. And again, you might be able to do this with other programs, and it's really powerful. So in Mailbox Power, you go to create new project. And I am not support or training Mailbox Power. I just know how to do this. View details. So here's a postcard, 5.5 by 8.5. So I'm going to click view details. Then I'm going to personalize. And we'll just say test 100 for the 100-point home marketing plan. And so here's a postcard editor, right? So here's where we're going to create that postcard. Upload photos over here on the left-hand side. And there's the postcard I downloaded a few minutes ago before the call. And I just upload it. So there's our postcard. And now to add a QR code that's dynamic, and the benefit of that is anyone that scans this QR code, I'm going to know who it was, because every QR code on every postcard is different. And the QR code is going to match the address of the person getting it. Does that make sense? So of 100 postcards that are going out, there are 100 different QR codes, and those QR codes are matched to the address and the name. So when that person, the QR code gets delivered to a home and the homeowner scans the QR code, I'll get notification that particular homeowner just scanned my QR code on my postcard. And so to do that, up here, there's something called, let me mouse over it. I already clicked. It's called Add Empty Photo Box. So it's up here under the preview. And when you click it, it's going to drop this thing into the postcard. And we want to replace the QR code from listings to leads with this one. So I'm just going to eyeball it right here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to zoom in, and we're going to zoom in by clicking the plus sign in the bottom right. And we're going to, because we want to make sure this is perfect. So I'm going to click zoom, zoom. So 3 times. And I can use this little tool to just find the QR code. There we go. Perfect. Oh, wow. Almost. So you can see here it was just off a little bit. So I'm just going to move it. Don't go aggro, but if I can see this and get this done, I'm sure you can too. Just put your glasses on. Boom. Good to go. See, so I just want to make sure it lined up everywhere nicely. So now that we got that, back over here, click where it says dynamic images. And you can come back to this video later if you're watching this, pause as needed, or get with Mailbox Power support or whatever support at your postcard company. And then click dynamic QR code. I'm just going to drag it over here. Boom. And then I'm going to zoom back out. And look at that. Beautiful. Now let's do the same for the back. Now for the back, you don't need to do the QR code thing. For the back, it's just going to be the back. You'll click save and exit editor, and then you can go connect your mailing list with it and get it out. So a very cool way to use the postcard in a way that's just a little bit advanced, right? You can use a postcard just like this without adding a dynamic QR code, but it's cool to do that if you got the capability. And then lastly, we got a farm and circle prospecting script. So if you did use a list from RedX or My Plus Leads, and you're mailing to, let's say, a list of likely to move, if you're going to get a list from RedX or My Plus Leads, you might as well skip trace it against the DNC, and that way you can call the people after the postcards are delivered. So we just covered social media, we covered your database, we covered GeoFarm circle prospecting. I would probably rotate this every month or two. Every month or two, I would go through all of this and just keep doing it every single month. I'll change up a little bit if you want, change the wording a little bit, see what you think works for you. But consider, again, people are always coming in and out of the market. And so to do this once a year, once every 6 months, you're going to miss a lot of opportunity. And no one's going to remember that you sent this out a month earlier. No one's tracking and writing. I don't want to say no one is. Who knows what people, for the most part, no one's writing down what you're sending them to compare it in a month from now. So with that, let's go to new construction. We don't have a lot of time. I apologize for that. But if you go to, you see here, listingsleads.com/new construction. And if we scroll down, I should take this off. We did a live in February. I'll be doing another one here at some point soon. But if we scroll down this page here, you're going to see a video. You got some examples. Let's take a look at them. So these are different options. I have this here to show people the different ways that you can use these landing pages. So again, listingsleads.com/new construction. Here I've got a video. I've even got a chat bot. A little bit overkill, but again, this is just a great example, just an example. People click through, name and email to get the list of homes or get information about that new construction. Here we got full screen video. So you can use images, videos, full screen video. And if I scroll down, so when we think about new construction, I'm going to be thinking about new construction in a couple of different ways. One is you marketing new construction where available. All right. If you talk to your broker, if you're not sure about the process of being able to market new construction in your local area, but I'm telling you, having the opportunity to market new construction is a phenomenal way to generate great buyer leads. What I would do is let's just go through this. Step one, identify new construction projects. Makes sense. Step two, gather information. And keep in mind, we want to make sure that we're doing this for developments and new construction that do meet our buyer seller profile. Keep in mind, we don't want something that's way so far out or maybe way above or below our price point. So in the gather information area, right, to go tour the development, right, get as much information as you can. I want you to be thinking like, as a professional real estate agent who's providing value to home buyers, I want you to be thinking of this as almost like a college research paper. I really do. I want you to be the expert, or at least an expert in this new construction development that you're considering marketing. Get as much information as you can. Let them know that you want to promote this to your audiences on social media and your database, maybe. Read the room and see. Maybe after touring, you don't even want to. Find out about any incentives, all right? Design credits, closing cost assistance, right? All this kind of stuff. As an agent, this is the kind of stuff that buyers are not even going to know to ask a lot of times. And the salespeople may be a little bit reticent about telling buyers too much. But as an agent, as a professional, you're going to be able to get more out of them. So get as much out of them as you can, because that is going to be one of the major hooks that you're going to have when you're marketing and engaging with home buyers. Because any home buyer can call up a new construction, but with your relationship with them, with your experience as being a real estate agent, the goal here is really to put together a list of the new construction in your area, to be able to have cognizant conversations with home buyers, to be able to know what incentives, what offers, what kind of different things are the different new constructions offering. Is it a rate buy down? Is it a guaranteed low rate? Is it design center credits? Is it closing cost assistance? There's so many opportunities for you to add so much value here. And I even said right here, you'll see here, an SEO pro tip. If you're really into SEO, right, take all the information that you gather and have ChatGPT write up a great blog post. And then that would be phenomenal, because then you could take that blog post, create a social media post from it. Again, you want to be looked at as the expert, because especially people that know what they're doing, if they can look at you and go, man, this person right here, Priya, she really knows everything about everything, it seems like. Why would they want to go and learn all of this stuff? They're just going to come to you and start asking you, and now you're going to get more clients. Step 3, 1, add or ask them, right? Get permission, and then add that new construction, a unit. So it could be a condo, single family home, whatever it's going to be. add it to your Listings to Leads account as if it was a listing, as if you were borrowing a listing, and then market it as you would your own listing. So here you can see, ask for permission. I'll walk through adding it to your account here in a minute so you can see how that works. But you can see here, add the listing. Now, I'll tell you, here's a little warning about new construction, and it's so serious about this. A lot of times, for some ungodly reason, a lot of new construction developers, builders, they love to take those photographs that they get and they love to, I don't know if they're filtering them or something, but they make them look awful. They literally take great looking photos and then make them look like shit. Excuse my language, but I've dealt with this for so many times with new construction. I wish I'd have brought up an example to show you, but I had a client and we were using the default image. And again, it was like filtered. It just looked flat. It looked like almost like a drawing, right? It didn't even look like a photo, even though it actually was. So she got a better photo and we got, man, the cost per lead went down by about half just because the photo went from looking like something ChatGPT would have created for it. And it was, again, it was the developers, it was the builder's picture. It was just awful, right? Just the way they filtered it. It was super flat. The colors were all washed out a little bit. It wasn't a great looking photo. And it was from the damn builder. So I'm like, go take your own photo, please. Just go take a photo. No matter, even if it's with your phone, it's going to be better than what they've got. And sure enough, it was. And so here I'm talking about, man, again, depending on the way you're going to approach it, I might just say to them, listen, your photos are okay, but they're not great. And I would even show them, here's what a good property photo looks like. It's got great colors. We got some sky, we got some lawn. It's an attractive image. It's not this piece of brick that so many developers end up doing. Anyways, just be cognizant of that. The other idea is you could market the entire new construction development. When you'll see examples right down here. So here, new construction homes at El Dorado. So here we're marketing the whole development. If I click this one, again, development, $9,000 in incentives at Park Condo. And in fact, I'll show you this here in a second, how to do that. This one again for Oak Reserves, so new construction. And that's what the landing page is for. We're not going to use a landing page for a specific new construction unit or a specific new construction home. That's going to be marketed the same as we market regular listings. So the landing pages are more for when we're going to market the whole development or just new construction in general. Step number 4, get to know these builders, right? As an expert in marketing, you have a great opportunity and a great spot in the value chain for these people because they need these things sold. And they're not great marketers. Normally, they're awful at marketing. I look at the ads that these people do. And again, I look at the photos and the videos, and most of it is like a C+ grade at best. Not great. So anyways, start building relationships with them. And then later, I've actually worked with a few agents on this part here where they've sold a few units, whether it's with a specific development or not, but they start getting a good reputation of working with new construction, and they're able to literally become the default listing agent for that builder, or the exclusive. That's what I meant, the exclusive listing agent. Because when you've got your 100-point home marketing plan, in fact, I would take that to the builder. In fact, let's do 2 things. Before we leave, I'm going to give you a great idea. And that is, if there is a builder in your area that you want to get a little bit tighter with, that you want to impress, let's put it that way, come into Listings to Leads. And what you're going to do, and I'm going to show you, we're going to add listing presentation right here. And if I click this, I'm going to show you, there's a download listing presentation Flipbook and landing page. Remember earlier when I mentioned that you can actually create these for specific properties? This would be phenomenal. If you got a builder or a developer and you want to impress them, I'm going to go take or grab a couple of the photos from their website, or go take a couple, prepare this, and I'm going to show you how to prepare it here. And I would send it to them and I'd say, hey, listen, could I get permission to market a couple of your units? This is the marketing plan that I use. And I got great coverage on social media. I've got a great database plan, and the geofarm sucker prospecting wouldn't really be a part of this probably, but I promise you, if you show this to a builder or developer, they're going to go nuts. They're going to love it. And so to do that, just go to listings. And again, you can do this for a regular listing presentation. If you got a listing presentation tonight, man, here's what you're going to want to do. Click Add Listing Manual. And then for status, either listing presentation, and notice when I did that, seller name. And so what this will do now is this is going to put the property address and their name right on the cover sheet. And all you got to do is come down here, add the address, city, state, zip. You don't need to add any of this. Click Save and Add Photos. All you got to add is one photo. And once you do that, it'll end up looking like this again. And I could have done expired and FSBO. Man, I'm telling you, this is so crazy. Crazy in a good way. And so once we add that new construction listing, or the listing, or the property that we got the listing presentation for tonight, again, it's going to come back here, look with the status right here, listing presentation. Notice also expired, for sale by owner. All of what I'm showing you here is for all of these. All of these can do it. But again, come and click on market listing. Once you've got it there, here's the PDF version. Here's the flipbook version. And there's even a landing page. Now, this is the landing page I wouldn't send to a builder necessarily. This is what you send to a homeowner, right? A would-be seller, so that way when they log in to download their specific listing presentation. But to the builder, man, I would imagine you're a builder, right? You got hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of dollars on the line. Most agents are walking through with like the one pager or nothing. And you show up with this, or you send this to them. You can text this to them, right? You can literally send this in a text. I might actually get a short URL, but I wonder if we offer that. Let me see here. I don't think we do. That would be awesome though, huh? Grab a Bitly link and just send it to them in a text message. Man, that would be powerful. If anybody's got an idea on that, let me know. Otherwise, thank you for joining us. Any questions before I let you go? We went through a lot today. We went through the 100% home marketing plan. We went through new construction. All of it is phenomenal ways to grow your business. And as I mentioned here, there's actually a way to combine these two so that we can actually present to builders and developers our 100% home marketing plan, with them looking at their units, with their inventory, to really impress the heck out of them. So with that, if you have any questions, get into the mastermind group. We'll talk to you soon.